there guys, it's me Glesney, one of the counsellors at Yes. Tonight we're going to be talking a bit about mindfulness, so talking about what that is, how we can sort of incorporate that into our lives, and then you'll be joining me on a bit of a mindfulness walk. So I've put together some clips of me walking along the seaside, along the coast, so we can sit and relax and enjoy the sounds together and pretend that we're going on a walk together. So let's start off by talking a bit about what mindfulness actually is. So you've probably all heard about it, but let's strip it back anyway. So mindfulness is our ability to be fully present, so be fully in the here and now, being aware of where we are, what we're doing, and not focusing too much on sort of being overwhelmed by the things going on in our lives. Sounds simple enough on paper, but you know, in this modern fast-paced world that we're living in, it can actually be quite hard to be fully present. A lot of the time we find that we're either focusing on things that have happened in the past, or we're worried about things that are going to happen or might not happen in the future. So you know, that's why it's really important to practice this mindfulness. It's an ability that we all possess. You know, we're all able to be mindful and be in the present, but it just can take some practice sometimes. So some top tips on how we can be more mindful and how we can practice it. So my first tip will be to pay attention. So really pay attention to your different senses, to your body, how you're feeling, to the surroundings around you. Really, you know, taking it all in. My next tip would be notice. So if your mind starts to wander, you know, that's okay. Mindfulness isn't about, you know, clearing your mind free of any thoughts, because that would be almost impossible. So you know, if your mind does wander, take note of it, let that thought pass, and then bring yourself back to that present moment. On that note, I'd also say, you know, be aware and accept those feelings. So notice any emotions and sensations going on in your body and accept them, and do it in, you know, a self-compassionate manner rather than sort of being judgmental and being hard on yourself. Which takes me to my next tip, which is to be kind to yourself, which ironically it says that on my t-shirt. That was not planned at all. But yeah, be kind to yourself. Like I said, we all have this ability to be mindful, but it can feel strange at first when we're used to sort of focusing on this, that and the other, and being in the past and the future. So you know, be patient with yourself, don't be too hard on yourself if you don't get it straight away. And when you're practicing your mindfulness, I'd say make sure that you're somewhere comfortable, somewhere where you feel safe, free from any sort of distractions where possible. And you know, set time aside for it. Make that time in your schedule to be mindful. Even if it is just sort of 5-10 minutes to begin with, then you know, that's okay. And I mean, mindfulness, we can do it anywhere. I think people think it's sort of sitting and meditating and all that stuff, and that is a part of it, and if that appeals to you, then that's great. But we can make any activity that we do mindful, even if it's, you know, when we're having a shower, sort of thinking about the water on your body and feeling it and taking note of how your body feels. You know, there's a lot of things now about mindfulness colouring, so sitting down and really taking note of where your pencil is and focusing on different colours. And like today, our mindfulness walk. So that's another way to practice mindfulness that isn't just about sort of meditating. Like I say, you can make anything mindful. It's just about being in the here and now and being aware of our senses and what our body's doing. So yeah, without further ado, I think I've waffled on for long enough. I will now invite you to join me on our mindful walk. So when watching these clips, you know, really listen to the sound of the wind, the sound of the waves, the sound of me walking along the rocks, you know, really take it all in. Notice what's going on, notice the surroundings, so, you know, the sand, the sea, the fields, the clouds. Take it all in, you know, and yeah, be mindful. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, guys. So there we have it. We have been on our lovely walk together. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found a moment of calm and sort of peacefulness in that. I know I definitely did when I was filming those little clips. So now I'd urge you to sort of go out and have a go yourselves. So, you know, it can be anywhere. It can be just a walk around the block, it can be to a forest, you might want to go to the seaside like I did. But yeah, try it for yourself. Go out for a walk, get some fresh air, engage with all of your senses. So, you know, not just what can you hear and what can you see, but also think about what can you smell, what can you taste, how are you feeling in your body. Just take it all in and focus on what's going on in the here and now. And I mean, this isn't just for adults, this is great for kids of all ages too. You can even turn it into a bit of a game by having a little mindfulness scavenger hunt. So asking kids to pick up a few objects to represent each of their senses. So a few things they can see, can hear, can touch. Yeah, you know, turning it into a bit of a game, but also making them aware of their senses and the importance of being in the here and now as well. So yeah, hopefully I hope you found that useful, that you've enjoyed that you've learned something about mindfulness. It really is a great way to sort of lessen the day-to-day anxieties that we all feel, and you know, help us feel a bit calmer. So yeah, if you try it out, let us know leave us a comment to say how you practice mindfulness, or send us some pictures from your mindful walk. I'd really love to see them. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.